Hello, my name is Sophia. This is my intro video reflection about the video that we're supposed to reflect off of. And this video was surprising to me because it was actually engaging. It wasn't one of those old boring professors or people or whatever that was just like blah, 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 going on and just make you bored. And then you're like, shit am I watching this for? I'm like, girl. But then this guy was actually engaging. I was like, whoa, like he's actually got some like relevant ideas. I'm not saying like the other guys didn't, but he makes it engaging because he actually like lived in Chicago. I think he grew up in Chicago, a little bit on the rougher side of Chicago. Like he's been there, done that, and now he's a professor at UAC. Like how freaking cool is that? Like, anyway, it's like cool, like, and it was just, I don't know, like, all the things he said just not clicked in my mind, but it was just like, fuck, this is actually going on in my own city, like, why don't I know more about this? Jeez, it shows how young I am. I don't care. Well, I do care. I get so sad when I watch the news because it's very depressing. Anyways, next topic. It was very engaging, and I really liked him, and he was, like, loud, and obviously, it was just really good. I really, really liked it. The topic he was on about school education and the whole ordeal of education itself in Chicago, and it really resonated with me, again, because I work in the education system. I'm not a teacher yet, hoping to get there one day. But I work, with the North Portland Park District, and I work in our after-school program, which is schools like Jefferson, Havlicek, Prairie Oak, Lincoln Middle School, stuff like that. So we have kids K through 8, basically. And I guess starting off with some of the points he had, kids, even though they're young, they are very smart, and they know what's going on, somewhat. Like, some of the things they say that I hear, or they do, I'm like, What are you saying? I didn't know what that even was until I was older. And it's just crazy because now kids are just involved in so many different things that we weren't involved in when we were little, or so many things are going on in their generation when they're really young, and we never experienced that at a young age. We're experiencing now as 18-year-olds, apparently adults, go figure. And yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy that these young kindergartners even are going through the same thing. I'm like, kind of relating what he said in the video, that when kindergartners are going to one day stand up and say, we're not going to go to class because we don't like this dude who's teaching us, like, it's coming very soon to a school near you. Trust me. I heard it first, right here. Anyways, next thing. Another thing, I guess, connecting to that is about why educators are so nice, or they plan to be really nice. I know in my system, I guess relating to the Chicago public school system, is that, or I've seen some videos of like teachers of what they've done for the Chicago public school system. A lot of these kids come from broken backgrounds of a split home, low income, maybe one is single parent that works a lot, and that's why they're in these like after school programs. They try to make their lives not easier, but better when they come to school, because this is kind of their safe haven from home. And I think it's really important. Even the physical appearance of the school, again, picking back off to the video, how he said they look like prisons, like, high school West looked like a prison, uniforms, clear backpacks, obviously we didn't have clear backpacks, but some of the schools, like he was saying in the video, have pat-downs, and the crowded lunchrooms, the shitty food, like, no wonder why nobody likes going to freaking school. It's a hellhole, literally. And what makes it different, though, is those couple of teachers, or maybe it's most of the faculty, that actually give a crap about our education, and that we actually learn something, rather than all these other things, standardized tests, all that bullshit. It's a bunch of crap anyways. and when we actually learn something. And I probably learned more in college than I did in high school, so, you know, that's another story. But it's really the educators that make a difference in these school systems, and I think it's going to be that way until the whole system itself changes, and that's probably not going to be for a while. The next point I guess that he touched on was the radical imagery, which was the ability to confront the world as is and also being committed to creating something new, which I thought was freaking powerful. I was like, when you're able to confront something and then change it and then do something new, girl, snaps, claps for you, because that's freaking amazing. I hope one day we're all able to do something like that. Maybe it's just not education, but whatever you maybe do with your life, like, that's freaking amazing. I hope to do that one day as a teacher if I make it that far. But yeah, that's amazing. And I've seen that in some professors. Well, one, Drury, saw it in you, that you're willing to do really anything for us. Maybe that's changing something on campus and finding another resource for it, or just making sure we're all okay. Like, even small things like that, that's still the same thing, or at least in my eyes. So thank you. And yeah, and this really radical imagery can be put into, like I said, small things or big changes, like our education, public education, which is in a hellhole right now. Like, that's kind of the basis of the video, but hopefully one day it'll change, or maybe it'll just all combust one day and we're all stuck to going to Jesus schools, and I don't know. No one will know until things are actually changed. And I think our generation is hopefully going to